Were you just fixing your hair?
Yeah.
There's people in the UK and Germany, Netherlands, South Africa. Guys,
Jeez Louise.
guys, I'm so sorry I was late. I was talking to my sister.
Hi, sorry.
She doesn't even look worth waiting for. No, I'm just kidding.
Just got done with the gym.
Oh, now there's only 9 people watching. You're lucky. Okay. Okay, bye, Emily.
See ya.
We're gonna go sew some stuff.
Love you, bye.
Bye. Okay. Sorry. Luckily, my stuff's like already set up. Emily just said, oh my god, a walk-on roll. Hi, Carla. Oh. I'm gonna grab both of the bags that I'm working on, and then we will get started. There it is. So these bags are pretty much halfway finished. Hi, Joe. I'm so excited to finish them. You guys know how that is, though. Oh, good. I started this at the right angle. All right, I am just gonna get this set up. Watching from Egypt. Hi. So cool. All right, I'm gonna kind of see if this angle will work. I might be able to lift it up and like angle it down a little bit more. Again, I'm so sorry that I was late. All right. Hi, Paula. Hi, Rochelle. Oh my gosh, yeah, I love this chair so much. Let's see if it's the charger or the cord. Oh, cool. Hey, that worked out then, huh? Hi, Lorna. Wells. Crud. Okay, I'm trying to find a charging cord so that my phone doesn't die, and I'm out of like extra long ones. So I sincerely apologize for all the movement. Oh, Mallory, oh no. All right, we may have to change the angle up a little bit so I can actually charge my phone. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to place another order. And then you guys can just grab a pen for free. Where did I leave my cat? Hi, Andrew. If you order hardware or fabric over $50, you can enter code PEN and it'll remove the cost of the pen. My original plan was to make pens included, but I don't want people to get them if they're not going to use them, if that makes sense. So I figured it was like, it's your choice if you want a pen or not, but it's still free if you order 50 or more. I don't have a dry erase marker here, or I would update my sign that Cindy made for me. Okay, so hi Tom, haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna move this up a little bit and then I'm gonna angle it down so you guys can see what I'm working on and not just me necessarily. Perfect. Okay, So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this custom ordered one that I was working on yesterday. Hi, Rochelle. You're not weird, Kalisha. It's okay. This chair is from Technisport. I purchased it at C2E2, but they have a website. Okay, so I've actually got my exterior pieces mostly finished sewing. So here's the outside fabric. I went ahead and interfaced this. This is cotton canvas from Spoonflower, and I interfaced it with Decoville Light, 1/2 inch from all the seams. And then I used fusible foam from Pellon. I really need to. Yeah, I find it really comfortable. I'm going to watch you instead, Susan. I love it. And then I've got my bottom pieces added. I've started adding duct tape to the bottom of my bag just to see if it's going to help purse feet stay in place. Either way, it's protecting my fingers from the little posts of the purse feet. I've had way less cuts than previous. And so I've got my side panels sewn up. So I just need to make my zipper panel, add my zippered pockets, and then put the bag all together. I even have my straps all together over here. So I actually had to fix my machine. My motor, one of the nuts fell off and it was bouncing. So that was a little terrifying. Yes, William, question. I will try to answer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on zippered pockets. I'm gonna get my iron heating up. Mallory, I have not added crazy glue to purse feet, but you definitely could. I'll just sit here and give you my full attention. Hi, Paula. No pressure. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Kim. On the back of the material for the magnetic of the Victoria wristlet, what did you use? I'm pretty sure I used Decoville Light just to give it a little extra stability. And I just used up a little scrap. All right, so I'm using my zipper template. This is designed by Piera, but it's sold by Tops and Bobbins now, which is great. I know a lot of people were like, I really want the templates, but I can't find it. So, and then I actually have a package from Tops and Bobbins that I'm super excited to open, but that's going to be a separate video so I can talk a little bit more about the company and discount codes and whatnot. I ended up getting the DX7 Juki. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I really want to make some smaller snowdrops. I realize that big bags aren't everyone's cup of tea. I put one of those on my Christmas wish list. Yes, they're so nice. Okay, so this customer requested navy lining with yellow pockets, and I was like, ooh, I love that. Hi, Lauren, would you consider making a cheat sheet video or download sheet for the interfacings you use? Lady Leo, that's an amazing question. I definitely need to redo my interfacing video and kind of talk more comprehensively about everything. That was probably a really disjointed video. Because it is hard. And then if you guys ever order hardware from me, you can always request some samples of interfacings, and I'm happy to send them. I know a lot of people in other countries have asked, and I don't mind. I've got tons of scraps, so I don't mind including them. Since you're already ordering, or if you want like a little piece of waterproof canvas to see what it feels like, that kind of thing. Also, thank you so much to everyone who ordered hardware this past week. The zipper pulls have done so well, and that's always really exciting because that means I get to, one, reorder them, and two, keep in mind that I can design more fun ones in the future. All right, so off screen, what I'm doing is just ironing my pocket. I'm using a lot of steam Lots of steam. Paw print pulls. Oh my gosh, this would be so cute. Oh, that's awesome, Elizabeth. Yeah, Charlie. Oh my gosh. That's actually what I'm using on this bag. I love how like subtle they are, so only people who really know would get it. Otherwise, they're also just, you know, really pretty. So, here are those. You can see they're really big, but I wanted them to be. I like a nice chunky zipper. Okay, so I'm laying my zipper tape outside of the pockets, seam allowance, so that way it doesn't start to fray or come loose. There's plenty of reinforcement there. Sorry, I can barely see. I'm using zipper tape from My Handmade Space. And this is a black nickel coil with like a royal blue tape. Super nice. And then I'm gonna leave. Oh, thank you, Beta. Hopefully I said that right. All right, I'm gonna leave one of these zippered pockets open. I don't need to leave both, just one to birth through. I love the idea of this like accent color pocket. It's so fun. It's like a little surprise. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Lauren. I'm new to your channel, and although I sew fly fishing gear for a living, I have no experience. Is a comparable product available locally called Decobond or Craft Bond? So I used to use, it's called like 809, the Craft Fuse, and Deco Craft or something like that, from Pellon. It's not great. It's going to wrinkle really bad. That's the great thing about Decoville Light, is that it doesn't. No, I'm not sure if they are, but it matches with the exterior fabric, so it's kind of fun. Hi, Marie, doing good. Hello, the bob and weave. Okay, that one's open. So this next one I can leave closed. Hello to Arkansas. Hi, Cindy. Thank you again so much for that cute little black cat. It's so adorable. Little black cat potted plant. Oh my gosh, what a world of difference my machine is now. It was missing a nut on the machine, so it would bounce, and when I would reverse, it would kind of like lunge. So, feels nice. Who knows when it fell off, but I know then it did fall off. Cindy, the next snowdrop I'm working on, I actually am using that turquoise I got from you. I love it so much. Hello to Bluxy. Oh, Marie, that sounds awesome. I have nothing under my machine. It's just on hardwood floor. or on tile floor. Yeah. Hello, Jose. Hi, Lisa. Honestly, this contrasting fabric makes it a little bit easier. Oh, you guys, I am so excited to open my mail later. I ordered waterproof canvas from a supplier in China. Oh, I'm so excited at the idea. Kim, I did get the small space walking foot. Are you going to start carrying the longer slip strap buckles? I have 1.5 inch wide mouth slide adjusters right now. Those are really big. They're 1.5 wide, 1 inch tall. But the slide adjusters I have now actually work really well for thick fabrics. I don't know if you've tried them or if they're not quite thick enough. Oh, it's for the bags. Oh, okay. No, I've seen that Jessica Cruzon, hopefully I didn't say that right. She has done that, but I have not tried that. I like supporting the small businesses that sell interfacing. And honestly, I just, I haven't tried it. That's something I was thinking about earlier, is that it's so cool that there are so many small businesses that make up the bag making community, like Tops and Bobbins, that's a small business. All the different pattern makers are just people who mostly work out of home, to make those patterns. It's so cool. So fun. Hi, Mary. Sunny and warm Las Vegas. Ooh, I'm jealous. I want to be somewhere sunny and warm. Although it's not too bad today. Hi, Meg. Ooh, lots of Michigan people. Or maybe I just think because someone said Michigan earlier. Hi, Sharon. Also, hello to AJ later, if he's watching. All right, so for this one, I'm going to start at the top. I was thinking about it the other day, and for the zipper pocket that we don't leave open to birth through, I was thinking that over time, like as you're putting things in the bottom, it could maybe poke through a stitch or something. So I started starting my stitches at the top. So that way when I'm doing my back stitching, it's at the very top of the bag instead of down inside. I don't know why, I just was like, maybe this will help with longevity. Not that anyone's ever complained about it, but I don't know. And then you could even add 2 lines of stitching along the bottom as like extra reinforcement. But like if these threads ever start to come undone, at least it's not in the bottom, Does that make sense? Hi, Trish. Had a hard deadline for my favorite designer. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't think I've like mentioned it at all, but fingers crossed for tomorrow, holy crap, I will be releasing a new sewing pattern. One that I meant to release in May. So I'm definitely going to do a live sew of it, but I do have pre-filmed tutorials. It's such a quick little bag, so hopefully it's good for beginners or people, with domestic machines that can't sew through all the thick stuff. Okay, so yes, those are done. I'm going to work on my zipper panel. Hi, Norma. Actually, this bag was like halfway made, so I'm gonna need the Lauren, yeah. And then my very next pattern, so in probably a year. Yeah, me too. I'm so excited to see like my own designs on waterproof canvas. Yeah, we all need more patterns. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, I hope this one doesn't disappoint. My problem with making patterns is I get distracted. Like I get, I don't know, they're very time consuming. And then I always want to make sure that they're as easy to understand as possible. But that's, you know, it's hard to do. You can't know everything and you can't assume to know what other people know. So just got to do our best. I do feel like my patterns are maybe too simple, too repetitive, which is hard. That's another reason it takes me so long to release them. My friend Tristy knows because she was like, hey, come on, release it. And I'm like, I just get discouraged. What if people are like, this looks just like that, you know? And she's like, hey, that's our decision to make if they want to purchase it or not. It's like, that's true. Anxiety, why you gotta do that to me? I'm an enabler, I know. Oh, Karina, that's awesome. Okay, so I've been a little too chatty probably, I'm sorry. I'm just making a recessed zipper panel for the top of it. I've taped the sides down and laid right sides together with my zipper face down. And I'm going to sew that. Oh, my bend sticker. An enabler for crafting. It could be worse. That's true. It's very true. All right, so I'm going to open this up from the lining side. Oh yeah, thanks, Karina. Give it a thumbs up if you want. Helps other people see the video. Ooh. Okay. Hi, Pamela. I pressed down the lining side and I'm just going to fold over the exterior. Oh, thank you guys. You design them and we will make them. Yeah, I'm so excited for my next one. It's going to be the Sarah bag pack. And it's a bag that I've been carrying every day for like 3 months, I want to say. I always like to test out to make sure I like the design of a bag before I'll start actually making it to sell. I want to make sure that the way I've designed it is going to, you know, hold up. It's very important to me. All right. Karina, absolutely you could add this to any bag. You want to make sure that the way you're installing it isn't going to be hard to open or too long. So I want to say that you could like subtract 1 inch or so from each side for the zip panel. But it really just depends on the shape of the bag and whatnot. Otis Slayer. Oh, the Otis Sling. I have seen it. I do own it. I have not made it. There's so many patterns that I'm just like, yeah, that would be fun to make, but is it quick and easy to sell? You know, you want it to be a profitable make. Well, at least I do. I don't know about you. Gosh darn this light. I need screw-in bulbs. All right, so I'm just turning my zipper, squaring my zipper, it's called. That's not quite right. And then what's nice about using double-sided tape to fold down your edges is you can kind of lift it up and readjust if one side isn't quite right. Yeah, Trish, their patterns take a little bit of manipulation. Tried to find your Facebook page. Oh, Norma, that's weird. To kind of make certain ways. I don't know. You definitely have to have a lot of knowledge. This light above me is actually like an LED light that clamps to the table. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, we gotta stay positive, you know? Yeah, the light above me, it's like an LED slimline table lamp with a clamp on side. It's really nice. I was thinking about getting another one for my chain stitch machine. I need more light over there, but they're like $140, $120, so it's a bit of an investment. Yes, so our Facebook group is So Whatever. I do apologize if it takes a while to get in. We like to read all of the responses and make sure that people in the group are going to positively affect, and sometimes there's some negative people or spam things, so we like to take our time. We want to make sure it's an environment where everyone feels comfortable and heard. So we do apologize. I need something for the sewing room. Okay, so now we are ready to sew this bag together. Can't forget to add that. So I'm gonna start with my, we make sure. All right, so side panel here, getting attached to the main panel. We want to make sure not to sew along the bottom all the way. All I got was not Lauren. Okay, stitch length, my stitch length is set at 4.5. Not all the way to the bottom. So I'm leaving like a finger's worth of space. Hey Ben, what are you doing? Oh, your bed is all the way over here. Okay. Sorry for the noise, everybody. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, repeating that on the other side, except this time I'll be starting at the bottom. So I want to make sure to leave that finger's worth of distance. And back stitch at the seams. So that's what you're looking at. Hi, Shelly. Oh, Portland, such a beautiful place. And then we're going to attach the other side. Hey Ben, everyone's saying hi. He just turned around like, what? Alright, starting at the top, back stitch, coming down, and don't sew all the way to the bottom. Ben, Trish said hi. I really wish I could take Ben with me places, but he would not do well. So on the snowdrop that I did a video for, I didn't add anything to the side panels. But the vinyl that I'm using for how light of fabric, it does not handle light fabric well. Hello, Charmaine. So I added fleece to the sides of this bag to give it a little stability, since this vinyl I'm using isn't quite as thick as the other. Back stitching at the top. And then I'll go ahead and trim down these side panels. And as I get towards the bottom, I'm just gonna taper. So I'm not going to cut through what I haven't sewn. So hopefully you can see here that it's tapered. Hi, Patricia. Oh, Charmaine, that's the best. Oh, that is a good question. When you first started bag making, who were your guinea pigs that tested out your bags? Oh man, that is a great question. I know that I tested out a handful and oh, my nail color, isn't that fun? It's like, I don't know, it's pretty. My mom definitely tried out some bags. My sisters, I would make them for Christmas, little like tote bags pretty much. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if my mother-in-law tested a lot of bags for me or not. But yeah, friends and family can be a huge help. And even if you're like, hey, could you carry this bag for a little while and give me your feedback? Like, you don't have to keep it, you don't have to love it, just give me your feedback. That could be really helpful too. But I have seen bags that I made like 4 years ago, and they're still in use. They're hanging by the edge of their threads, but they're still in use. Okay, so to attach this bottom panel, I'm sewing through the length of my stabilizer along the bottom, but not in the side seams. Oops. So only through the length of your stabilizer. Oh, when did I run out of bobbin? Okay, not that long ago. Watching and working. Hi, Anne. You just popped up and I was like, okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's okay. We're going to make another one. I do have a standalone tutorial for this bag that you can watch that's, you know, pre-recorded and not so chatty, so that you are not required to watch this if you do not wish. Okay, so then for the other side, again, just kind of laying it in place, making sure it's centered. I'm going to clip next to my stabilizer. I believe this pattern calls for foam in the bottom as well. I am not a fan of that, so I omit it. Plus I can see where my stabilizer is better, etc. And I used Decoville Heavy, just one layer in the bottom, which is equivalent to Peltex. Well, it's like half a Peltex, but fuses faster, so you can use 2 layers of it. I do not have an affiliate link with them, but you can use the coupon code SEWWhatever to save 3%, which isn't much, but it's amazing of Barb to offer to us. Can I ask, when you use your left... it's just kind of what works for me, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I spoke with Barb and she was like, oh yeah, we can work it out so you get a little bit every time someone orders. And I was like, how about we just save them that instead? I don't need to have it. I'd rather other people save a little bit of money. Okay, so this bottom panel, what we're doing is we're basically squaring the sides. So what you want to do is kind of flatten it like this. And then you're going to sew next to your stabilizer, starting where you stopped, and etc. So from where the stabilizer is on down, back stitch on both sides. And then I'm going to trim down that excess. And repeat. Oh no, you bought used machine. Joshua, what kind of machine was it? And then wherever you bought it from, I hope that they help somehow. Oh, I forgot to add my zipper panel. Okay, so this here, trimming down. It's nice to talk of like minds, yeah. Believe it or not, my son isn't interested in anything I have to say. Oh, hi Elizabeth, yeah. I totally get that. It's like I want to talk to people who are interested in what I'm interested in, and we can kind of grow our knowledge base together, and it's always nice to talk to people who are excited about the same things that you are, you know? So I get that. I really do. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get it at a good angle so you can see me and Ben, for those of you who are interested. But he's just like laying at such an angle. He's like, yeah, I'm not interested in your pets. Look at your tail. Zipper panel. Sorry, got sidetracked. What's new? Okay, so the zipper panel, you are going to add it face down. So you're going to see the lining from the top. And then I've marked my centers. I snipped it, so you're just going to mark that with the top of your bag and clip. And this should only go the distance of your front panel. It shouldn't like sneak into your side seam somehow. Bonjour. Je suis français. Oh, thank you. I know the tiniest bit of French, so I knew some of that. Un peu. And not spoken very well. Who's the singer? I know that's my problem, but I got it from a friend. Oh no. Charlie, that's a great question that I am just terrible at answering. I actually have never even listed this bag on my website, but I've sold a few through my clothing repurposed clothing group, and they really seem to like it, and my mom likes it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't have a hand lever, as far as I know, to raise it. So using my, using my left knee is just easier for my body, I guess. Okay, so zipper panel is clipped on, and I'm gonna just gonna baste it in place really quick. This is the large size snowdrop, so it's a pretty big bag, and I really want to make some of the small ones. I honestly never have, but I know that more and more people are liking small bags, and it's just, it comes together quickly, but it's such a classic looking shape, so especially with the changes that I have made to it as far as the side panels go. So now I'm going to unzip it. Here's what we're looking at so far. And now you can kind of check your corners, make sure that everything is caught. I like to kind of push on it and make sure nothing's gonna come undone over time. Okay, so you can see the bag stands up on its own pretty well. So I'm gonna set that aside. Something about fruit. Oh, we've got a weirdo. I haven't seen it yet. In the plastic sleeve. I bought these off of eBay forever ago. It would give me a backache. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I do. But I also have these machine magnets that I sell through my website that you can use to keep them in place. They're marked as enamel pins, but once you go inside the listing, you'll see a drop-down menu for the machine magnets. Okay, so the lining comes together the same way, except I believe you can sew through the entire way. Oh yeah. Now I need to order more things. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. And I don't like to be like, hey, order this stuff. Yeah, just because I don't, I don't want to be here to sell you guys more things that you don't necessarily have to have. But they're cute. Okay, and then repeating this side. Oh, we both know I'd be ordering more stuff. Brittany, did you see the video of Ben falling off the stairs? He was so, like, catnipped out. My parrot, Riley, she just flew over to sit on my shoulder and watch. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Does she help you quilt too? Oh my gosh, yes. I need to subscribe to the box. I just haven't yet. Okay. So I think the way I'm going to birth this bag is through an opening in the lining and then sew that shut through this. Question about your zippers. You sell by, I don't sell zippers. I only sell zipper pulls at this time. I may eventually start selling zipper by the yard, but it'll be a little bit. I want to find a good supplier, make sure the pricing is right. Okay, so I'm just sewing a little bit on the sides of the bottom, like maybe 3 inches. I'm leaving a nice large opening here. Hopefully you can see. And it's much bigger than the zipper pocket, so it's going to be easier to birth through. Morning, Lauren. Greeting from Australia. Have your bags always been priced the same as now? Denise, excellent question. Trish, I'm going to make you a moderator so you can remove people as needed. I used to price much cheaper, like bags that I would sell for $45, I probably sell for $65 to $75 now. Just because I've learned more about interfacing, I am better skilled, I use better materials, etc. So, banana, orange door hinge. Okay, so I'm squaring the side, this open seam here, I just folded down and together. Stop it. Stop. Stop. We're just gonna push you off camera so you can lick your butt. Weirdo. You guys are like, and we can still see him. Okay, so we're just gonna sew that shut. And then I'm just making sure that my, Inga, I'm gonna make at least 2 right now in this video. I'm not sure how many total today I'm gonna be making. I would stay live longer. Bugs, I totally read bags. Oh, Denise, I'm so tired. But I really want to watch Vampire Diaries, so that's a thing. Okay, I'm so excited to finish this bag. This was a custom order that was placed a few. I have a Zeus. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I've been meaning to make this custom order, but we were waiting on my zipper pulls. I mean, she wouldn't have known otherwise, but I knew. I was like, oh, we can make your bag so good with these zipper pulls. Oh, I didn't mean to make you stay up late, but thank you. I'm so excited. From Fabric Wholesale. I'm not sure. Is it the FWD fabrics? Because yes. I'm not sure what all their options are, but it's good stuff. Oh, they're vinyl. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Oh, Danny, it's gonna be a good one. It's just such a nice bag. Okay, so I'm lining up all of my side seams now. Guess I'll lower this a little bit. Oh, good, Tom, yay. Oh, yeah, and I appreciate that. It's okay. Ooh, mixed reviews. I don't know. Okay. He is cute and needs a cuddle, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm lowering my hardware on the sides. It is absolutely possible to make bags on a domestic machine. It's just gonna take you a lot longer and you're not gonna be able to use as thick of materials as I use. There will be some limitations, I should say. Without screwing up the project, yeah. Not always. I'm honestly not sure what weight it is. It's from fwdfabrics.com. Oh, yay, good. I'm glad to hear that, Inga. So the Lauren bag that's coming out is good for domestic machines. That's what I was kind of hoping. I'm a little worried that the Sarah bag pack isn't going to be, so I might, I don't know. So the new bag that's coming out is called the Lauren bag. I did not name it, you guys. Everybody else did. They're like, call it the Lauren bag. And I was like, okay, fine. Fine. But the Sarah bag pack is based off of my sister, Sarah, who's always like, and you have no bags named after me. Great, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, so stitch length 4.5, starting on the lining side. Just going nice and slow to make sure I keep a consistent seam allowance. And then as I get to the side seams that are lower and not curved, I'm pivoting down. Dude, can you chill out? You're scaring me. And I know that my bobbin is good because I just changed it. No, it's catching my shirt. Okay, so now that I've finished sewing the top, what I'm gonna do is just kind of eyeball. I missed a bit here, so I'm gonna sew it from the other side now and just kind of make sure that I catch my seams nicely. Yeah, I guess my lining got shifted somehow. It's totally okay, but I need to sew it again now from the opposite side because it doesn't look great. And now it's just like reinforcement. Oh, no, no, no. What did I do? What did I do? What did I just do? Okay, but for real, what did I do? Somehow I've sewn this all together? No, it's fine. It's just a small point. It's sewn together. Gosh darn it, anyhow. It's okay, it's in the seam allowance, so it's not ruined. Thank goodness. But I will just have to sew that over again. Wow. How in the world did I even do that? So just, again, I reiterate, make sure there's nothing under your sewing machine foot that you don't want to sew. That wasn't great, but we got there in the end. So now I'm going to birth the bag. Aw, Kimberly, that's so cute. Hey, order us pens. Hello to them. I think I've been sewing bags for like 4 or 5 years now. I use a bonded polyester and a bonded nylon thread. I prefer the polyester, but the nylon isn't bad. Okay, I'm just double checking my seams along the bottom are nice and gonna hold up nicely, I should say. Okay, where is my birthing hole? There's my birthing hole. Open up the birthing hole. Flip this through. So I have these little Made with Magic woven labels. I thought you were making a white bag. And so I'm just grabbing the lining we left open. Deanne, that's a great question. I I know of one person that was like, well, I guess I know two bags. One, she requested the video. Hannah requested a video, and then a girl, Jordan, I made an It Louise barrel bag for her, Pennywise, I should say. She watched while it was made too. But lately I've been telling customers who place custom orders, I'm like, yeah, and sometimes I even sew the bag live on YouTube, so you can check that out too. And they're like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. You should order. Okay, I'm adding, I really want this label to be seen, so I'm adding it in the bottom of the bag instead of like the pocket like I normally would. I probably should have just sewn it into the side seam when I put it together, like the lining side seam. I'd be so nervous about that, yeah. If I wasn't more like confident, if I wasn't so confident in my bag making skills, I might have been nervous. And I did kind of mess up, but she hasn't said anything about that part of the bag not lasting or anything, and I feel like she would. But she had to see me mess up, you know. Okay. And then what's happening up there? Okay. And you can see that there's some wrinkling here. That's gonna kind of rest out since it's the Decaville. So now I've got this pocket here that I'm gonna sew shut. And I'm gonna put in one of my woven labels that say, more, me, no. Woven labels. Leave me alone. Whoops. I'll stick that inside. Gosh, he's being so cute right now. Okay. Hi, Teresa. So my company name is my last name spelled out phonetically in a way that people can actually pronounce it. So my last name is Moramino. You've got to be kidding me right now. You've got to be absolutely kidding me. So I forgot to check, and there's a little bit of the bag popping out there. So I'm gonna have to open my bottom back up. Yeah, this whole side panel is showing what it's made of, literally. I'm trying to think. There's no way that I can like seam rip this and fold it back together. Like seam rip it and then shove it back in and top stitch, because it's not going to be as sturdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut open my birthing hole. We can sew that back up, no problem. I should have double checked. I even had a bad feeling like after I did it. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Hold on, let me change my angle. I just got really flustered. Okay. There we go. Now you can still see everything. Okay. Okay, that's true. Of course it happened. It's live. Yeah, hey, I'm human. I'm not worried about it. I think, I know a lot of people have said, like, it's so nice to see that you do make mistakes and you don't edit it out. It's like, you can't learn certain things unless you mess them up. You just can't. Like, some people would freak out if this happened and be like, well, great, now I don't know how to fix it. It's like, you take a deep breath, you brainstorm, and you go, this is fixable. I got this. Not a problem. So I'm just kind of notating again where I've messed up. It's just one side that isn't great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring that through the lining. Wool in front of you. I don't have any wool in front of me. Okay. Yeah, so there's that side panel. And luckily I don't have to like turn the entire bag through. I can just focus on this one little area. Make sure my lining is sitting nicely. Oh wow, yeah, I can totally see it. How did I miss that? Okay, we're gonna make sure nothing is under the foot as I'm sewing through it. Okay, I'm not gonna look at comments, so I do apologize. I really want to focus on this because this is a custom order. Okay. Oop, okay. Where does the paper? Okay, so I'm making sure that my lining fabric doesn't get bunchy or messed up while I'm sewing this. So I'm kind of like flattening it in my fingers and rolling it through to make sure it doesn't move. Leaving my needle in as I rearrange. And that's one thing that I like about the industrial machines is that it's strong. So it's not going to move as much as a domestic would while you're fighting with it, basically. Okay. So now I'm gonna double check that seam. And I did catch everything. I'm gonna double check this other side seam to make sure I didn't sew the wrong one. I did not, we're good. Shove that all back inside. Okay. I'm just gonna roll across the seam here. Just to make sure everything looks good. Because I want to make sure that the final bag doesn't look like I messed up on one side and made it shorter. I want to make sure that I just messed up the seam allowance on one side, like to begin with, and then I just fixed it. That makes sense. I charge $130 for the Snowdrop bag. That's the base price. So I don't want anybody to think that I didn't give them their money's worth, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew up my birthing hole again. Cut this thread here. Make sure that all my loose mess ups are hidden. can't see my little. Okay, sew that back up. Luckily, this lining pocket, a lot of people aren't really going to look at deep down in the bottom of a bag. They're not going to like pull it out and examine it and make sure everything looks good. I mean, it does look good, looks fine, but no one's going to be hard examining that. Okay, so sticking that back in. I'm sure, yeah, I think so too. She was really excited. Oh, plus it's the first bag with these zipper pulls and they are stunning. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and zip up the bag, make sure it zips nicely, and it does. I love that blue zipper on top. It just kind of like pulls that through. And then we're gonna top stitch. And then as I'm top stitching, I'm gonna be like pulling the lining and this zipper panel through, make sure it sits nicely. So we'll just go nice and slow. Make sure my thread doesn't bunch up underneath. And what's nice about top stitching on a domestic machine is that you can remove to make it more of a, or make it less of a flatbed machine. You can easily sew around that opening. Whew. Deep breath. I am thread zapping my excess threads away. And then one more time yeah, definitely. And I do have a cylinder arm machine, I just don't really enjoy using it much. Okay, so my zippers look good. The lining looks nice. Zip it up one more time. This looks good. That top zipper looks sharp. So now I've got my handles, and then I've used a pre-made crossbody strap. I sell these on my website, and I just add hardware and rivets so that we've got a pre-made crossbody strap. I know. I wish somebody could help me figure out why it doesn't work. I actually had my friend Angie stay with me for a few days, and she was playing with it, and no matter what, the thread just snapped. Oh, yay, Norma, I'm so glad. Very frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna rivet my handles on, and what I'm doing really quick is just clipping the handles on to make sure that they're even, like when you pull and hold. What foam? I used Pellon fusible foam. Yes, Tom, please come visit. Come tell me why it's breaking. Ben says, I like your bag, Mom. Aw. Whoops. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one of my keychains. Let's say more me know. Oh, Kimberly, I think I have some more if you want to remind me. I cannot post a link to my website. It won't let me comment below, but it's moremeknow.com. Hopefully, you can, yeah, you probably can't read that. Can you read this? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Trish. And actually, you guys, I'm not leaving. I have one more of these to finish. That's like half sewn. So if you guys are fine with staying, I'm staying. You can leave if you want. No one said you had to stay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Just grabbing 4 rivets here. I'll show you guys. I do ship internationally. Yes, I would still buy my machine. I don't sell the keychains, but if you just leave in the notes to seller that you want one, I'll happily throw one in your order. Oh, questions, sorry. Okay, bedtime in Germany, good night. Patty, great question. So Woven Fuse 2 is not equivalent to 2 layers of Woven Fuse. It is equivalent to 1 layer of Woven Fuse and like a half layer of Decaville Light. It's unlike any interfacing I've used before. I really like it, but it isn't suitable for every project. It might be a little too much. I called it anti-wrinkle pants for your fabric. Like it's such a cool interfacing. I'm really glad I got to try it, but I'm gonna want more. Oh, good. The hardware from you is awesome. Was not bad, actually. The same as if I had ordered from a store in Norway. Oh, good to know. Yeah, Inga, I have blue, red, pink, and green font. Or black. I'm pretty sure those are all the colors I have. Christmas restock. Oh, good. I'm using a 2mm hole punch to cut my holes. What interfacing would I use on leather? I prefer Decaville Light. It helps stabilize it, it gets rid of stretch, and it doesn't make your seam allowances, well, I don't add it to the seam allowance, but it doesn't add too much bulk to your seams. Yeah, I actually ordered these keychains a few years ago, and I wanted them to be like cute little charms to hang off a bag, and I was like, 3 inches, that's not very big. No, 3 inches is very big. So I didn't add them to a lot of the bags, but they're a really fun addition. This hole punch is from Gold Star Tool. So yeah, this bag is now finished. I really like the way it turned out, and I'm really happy with the interfacings I used. So just to reiterate really quick, in case you guys just dropped in, I used woven fuse on the exterior fabric, and then a layer of Decaville light with the interfacing cut out of the seam, and then I used fusible foam for the entire main panels, and then I used fusible fleece on these side panels just to give it a little extra thickness. So yeah, this bag is done. And I'm gonna ship it off later. So, on to the next one. Did I want this thread for the lining? No. I used the bright blue. My old crud. All right. I'll clean that up later, it's fine. I am gonna need to make one more bobbin. I thought I had enough, but I forgot I never made the zipper pockets and stuff. So I don't want to run out. I do apologize for that. Oh my gosh. With my motor stabilized now, this machine is so much quieter. I don't know if you guys know, but when I used to make bobbins, it was like, that was the motor bouncing up and down, which is not what you want in a machine. What do you want, baby? So this next bag that I'm working on is the same exact bag style and is in the same amount of work needed place, which did not make sense as a structured sentence. Which color is that thread? It is Superior Threads Bonded Polyester Green Turquoise, but there's probably a similar color in the thread from Amon and Sunny Sewing Supplies. Sunny Sewing Machines sells. Karina, no, the needle is always going to move because you're supposed to be able to wind a bobbin as you're sewing, but I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so here's this one that I'm working on now. It's really pretty turquoise vinyl I ordered from Cindy. And I've already got my straps made and my crossbody strap made. So I just need to do the zipper pockets, top panel, and put everything together. I'm going to go ahead and put everything together just because I would like to get that out of the way. And then I'll do the zippers and the panel. I don't know. It's just what I feel like doing right now, okay? Alrighty. Stitch length smaller. not that small. Oh, big yawn, kitty baby. Make sure your side panels are in the right direction. That would not be a good thing to mess up. Nope, don't start down all the way. This fleece is somewhat attached, but not perfectly. And what messed me up on the last bag is I have the fleece like poking out of the seam allowance, or like it's bigger than the size of my side panel. And I think that's what kind of messed up my top stitching. I mean, let's be real, it's shoddy craftsmanship. Sometimes this fleece isn't easily fused, so I do like to sew it in as well. But it still helps to add that little bit of loft to your bag. Attach that bottom panel. I think I'm gonna focus a little less on comments, so I apologize. I really want to get this done, so if you don't mind just talking amongst yourselves. Okay, getting that side panel, bottom panel. It really helps centering this out first, marking your centers and lining those up so that your bag doesn't look a little crooked. Lining up the sides. There we go. I do not love the way the bottom of this bag comes together, especially if you're kind of new to it. You want to make sure that everything's in just the right spot. Whoops. So you don't mess anything up. Like this. Okay. So I'm kind of sticking my finger into this seam and making sure that my side or my main panel is pushed out. I noticed that on the other bag that I made that my front panel kind of got a little bit caught in the seam on the side, so it gave it a rounded look, which I wasn't mad at, but I didn't love it. So I'm trying a little bit harder on this one to make sure that looks consistent at least. Just gonna trim that down a little bit. Where are you going? Okay, bye. Okay, and I'm just gonna check. Yeah. This one has some holes. I don't know if you can see. I didn't catch my stitches and now I can poke my finger through that. So I think I need to sew a little bit further down on my side front panels. Catch that. Last little bit. Hopefully this tediousness pays off with the bottom panel. And you want to make sure that you're not like back stitching and forward stitching too much on a bag because it can kind of mess up the look of it as well. Okay, so most of these corners look pretty good. This one, not amazing. And this one isn't sewn all the way either. Gosh darn it. What's weird is it looks like everything's met up, but you can see here there's that little bit of gap. So I'm like, where do I close the gap? Okay, whoops. Okay, so all bottom panel openings have been caught, so I'm gonna set that aside and work on the zipper panel. I feel like you guys have seen me make enough of these at this point. This is the stickiest double-sided tape I've ever encountered in my life. It's the same leather tape from Waywack, but it's just, for some reason, so much stickier along the outside. Like, the stickiness has oozed out. My main zipper. I already prepped my zippers as far as adding the zipper pulls and the zipper end caps. I'm going with this like bright seafoam green from My Handmade Space because it matches a TARDIS fabric really nicely. This TARDIS fabric is returning December 1st at 10 a.m. on my website on the fabrics tab in case you missed out. Hopefully I have enough coming for everybody that wants it, but I guess you never really know. Just basting my zipper. Alright. Snipping those threads down. Clipping from the opposite side. I don't know where that clip even came from. my iron has probably turned itself off. Just get it going again. Where do I get my vinyls? I order a lot of vinyl online. The silver hair clips are just called alligator prong hair clips. Vinyls from My Punk Braidery. My favorite place to shop in person is FM Stores in Springfield, Missouri. I'm going to be there later this month. I'm so excited. We do have a meetup. If you guys haven't seen the video about it, I hope everyone who can make it is going to come hang out with us for the day. Okay. Folding all that together and top stitching it. There we go. And this vinyl I bought from Cindy. Ben, what was that? There we go. So basting that in place from the other side. Folding this down. I've had a lot of people ask me, like, how do you remember instructions for bags? And really, after a while, they all kind of consist of the same techniques. Like, add a zipper panel, add a zipper pocket, you know? So it's not too hard to remember, especially when this is what I do for a living. It's kind of like remembering a recipe if you bake, or, you know, that kind of thing. Remembering the directions to get to a place. Okay, ironing that from the wrong side, using lots of steam. That steam will kind of soften the exterior vinyl so that we can fold it over and press it a little more easily. It's a little more malleable. Then I'm pulling on the lining panel. Making sure everything lines up nicely. Finishing off the top stitching. I missed a little piece over here in the top stitching, but that's okay because we're going to top stitch it to the bag anyway, so I'm not going to sew over that again. I am going to snip my center. And then I'll attach this to the exterior panel. Face down on top. Lining it up on the curves. I think this time I'm just going to clip one side top stitch and then I'll do the other side. trimming all those little excess threads. Okay. Oh, thanks, Trish. Good eye. I was like, what in the world is happening? Right, make sure that your zipper tail doesn't accidentally get sewn anywhere. It shouldn't. That would be bad. Wouldn't like that. I watched you make the hairy bag earlier. Do you ever make a lot of videos that I've done have crossbody straps in them. I don't know if I did like adding a crossbody strap to the Annette or the Elaine bag or not. You could always check that. I'll have to try to remember to do like a full cutting and interfacing and sewing video for one. All right, so we'll unzip this. And I will leave it over here to be sewn later. All right, now zipper pockets, and then we're basically done. Sweet. I'm using this navy lining. I don't know what it is, but I love rose gold and navy like the most. So anytime I use rose gold, I like to use navy also. So I'm just marking out both of my 7-inch boxes. And this zipper template, I believe, has 7-inch, 8-inch, and 9-inch zipper openings. So you can, of course, add bigger pockets if you want. And then also in the tutorial that I did, I showed how to add like a big slip pocket with trim. It looks nice. And I just do a 2 parallel line pocket. It goes a lot faster for me that way. Whoops. I got a little cocky with that one. Okay. So I just went ahead and snipped the excess threads on that one. And it shall be fine. Okay. So I'm going to grab my zippers and I'm going to press these really quick. I wonder what time it is. I'm so hungry. Alright, so turning this through, I'm going to press it with my iron. So it's nice and pressed. And then when I use zipper by the yard, I like to make sure that my excess zipper tape extends into the seam allowance. And I'm gonna top stitch. I love all of these colors together. It's almost nautical in a way. So pretty though. So pretty. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, love it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave this guy open. $5.46? Not here. There's no way. Maybe it's like almost. Oh, very good to know. It's nice that it came with, like, it has an optional zipper foot though. Not that it came with it, but has that. Oh, okay, it's almost 5. That makes sense then. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add this side panel while I'm here. And then I don't lose them. Let go. I feel like this one is going a lot quicker now that I'm not chatting as much. All my teachers in middle school are right. I was a pretty chatty kid. Okay. And we do it again. Speedy Gonzalez, yeah, when I'm not chatting. All of this though, I've been doing it for so long and I do it for so many hours a day that it's just like second nature almost. I do mess up. You guys have seen, you know. But oh, I'm so glad my zipper pulls are back in stock. Hello, sir. Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do dishes, so.
That's fine.
So Josie texted us.
What?
Josie texted us.
What is that?
The new Zombieland movie.
Not really. If you want to go, you can.
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I past like 2.5-ish hours I've been sitting upstairs cutting up and making these things for D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's long and tedious.
Wait, don't you have D&D tonight?
Yeah.
So we couldn't have gone to the movie anyway.
Oh yeah, good point.
Goofball. Well, that was nice we were invited. Ugh, this is getting loose. Thank you for fixing my machine.
Is it working fine?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. And I was going to tell you, if you need to adjust do you know how to adjust the motor height?
Yeah,
In there?
screw
Okay.
one down, screw one down.
Yeah.
or vice versa. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Usually what I do is I screw the top one way up so that you can adjust it better.
Yeah.
And screw the bottom one to get you right.
Sewing this one all the way closed. Did you ever call your mom back?
Oh, motherfucker, no. Maybe I'll FaceTime her later.
Do it now.
Well, we really need to do the dishes.
Oh, okay. What?
So, Dan, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I was wanting to do it earlier, but I didn't realize how long this would take.
Oh. Okay, that one's open. And this bag is not a custom order, it's just inventory for CTE2. I really need to list things on my website, but it's so time consuming to like take a picture. Yeah. But at least I don't have to do the dishes. Okay. Sewing this bottom together. Leaving a nice sized opening. Boop, boop. Come on. Sewing that bottom panel. I want to make sure that my bottom panel goes the same direction. All right. Turn this right side. Oh, good night. Sweet dreams. Now that's going to be stuck in everyone's head. Okay. Oh, alright, head. Sticking that lining inside. Maybe this time I'll start on my side panels so I don't mess those up. And I didn't trim down my seam allowances this time. I don't know why, I just didn't, but my machine can handle it, so it's not that big of a deal. I think I might, I don't know. Okay, I need to make sure that my hardware is all, facing down and inside the bag. Yeah, well, let's be fair though, I did not sew like the strap connectors for this bag on or anything during this video. I did that the other day. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of all just second nature at this point. I love it when my clips look like a rainbow. Okay. So everything is clipped on, ready to go. My stitch length is still set to 4.5. And I think I'm going to start on the side panel this time. See if maybe that helps me keep a consistent and good seam allowance so I don't mess anything up. This part is definitely easier with, well, it would be easier with a cylinder arm like machine, but my big thing is I don't want to like switch and rethread, because rethreading that machine is impossible. I'm sure if I did it more it wouldn't be as hard, but it's not easy. And like I said, anytime I start to sew, the thread just snaps, even good thread, so it's like, great, just what I want to be, super frustrated when I can make this work fairly well. Okay. You could probably even use a couple staples if things feel like they're shifting around on you. Not getting anything caught in the seams. Going around that nice and slow. Alright, and now we can birth it. Oh, I need to add a little piece of duct tape over my nameplate. And I just bought this white duct tape from Target. Do my best to press that over the metal. Alright, I'm going to start out by pushing my bottom corners through the top. There goes my duct tape. By pushing those corners out, seams. Yeah, duct tape doesn't stay on the foam too well. I think you are correct. Hi, Leah. I think I'm gonna say never mind on adding the duct tape then, because I don't want it to like rip off and then you like feel it inside the bag, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to pull across the seam, make sure that I've thoroughly caught everything. Let's not mess that up again. Turn this through, grab my bottom. Sew this all together. Yeah, the only reason this seams fast is because mostly what we've done is just made the lining. You know, I already finished the handles and everything. How many more snowdrops? I think I have 3 more snowdrops I want to make. And that's kind of my plan tonight, is to just sew those up and watch Vampire Diaries. I actually started watching it kind of as a joke. Not necessarily a joke, but I watched Legacies with Tammy, and she's always trying to tell me who everybody is, and I wanted to understand it a little better. So I was like, let's watch Vampire Diaries. And now I'm like addicted to it, even though it's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but you know what I mean. Okay. Adding a woven label. Ah! So that's one thing I don't like about this lamp, is I wish that this like screwed into place. It just pushes and it kind of vibrates on the table and falls out, and then I feel like I'm having a seizure, a stroke, I don't know. Okay, pushing, pocket inside. So hopefully you guys can see. So I started out being for nobody. I was like, neither of those boys are cute, but I don't know. I like Stefan when he's crying. And I like Damon when he's not being the worst. Oh, that's so funny, Cindy. I know, I'm like, it's so old. Like, I am loving the music though. Okay, I don't know. The lighting isn't great, so this vinyl looks green, but I promise you it's like this really pretty turquoise and it matches some of the flowers. Mary, I do cut several at a time. Yeah, you cannot tell the true color of this vinyl. Maybe from back here. Oh, there it is. There's the true color. So it's less seafoam and it's so pretty. Love it. Okay. So now I'm pulling on this seam. I'm going to start again on this side seam. If it's easier to top stitch from the lining, you totally can do that. I'm going to go ahead and change my bobbin really quick. Oh God, am I glad I did that. There was not enough to top stitch. I would have been sad. It would have gotten me like maybe halfway through. Damon all the way. Yeah. Whoop. It's kind of how I'm leaning. Oh, should have gotten more than 2 yards. I mean, it's always good to know though. I definitely ordered just a little bit to start because I wasn't sure. I thought it was like a ripstop nylon and I was like, ew, no, I don't want that. That's gonna be thin and gross. But this stuff is like, oh, it's sturdy and yeah. I'm gonna open my waterproof canvas soon. I'm really excited, but I'm also like nervous to love it and then buy a bunch with my prints on them. But it's definitely been a, I don't know, that sounds weird. It's been a dream of mine. But I want to do like inner nerdy handbags where I use really pretty leathers or vinyls on the exterior and it looks super classy, and then the inside is all nerdy and fun. Because that's my thing, I sell nerdy fabric handbags. Okay, so I'm making sure that my lining doesn't get bunchy anywhere. Leaving my needle in if I need to rearrange. And just take it clip by clip. Get your hardware out of the way. Oh, this bag is so pretty. So I apologize for all the noise. My husband is doing the dishes, but I will be hopping off soon so he can finish doing that. Maybe I'll eat dinner and then sew for the night. Sewing for tonight. Oh. It is finished. Minus the handles, of course. Oof, love that zipper. Alright, so I've got a pre-made crossbody strap. And then we'll go ahead and rivet on the handles. Got some vertical rivets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's really pretty. And for this bag, I just used a cotton woven fabric. It's that the kind I sell on my website. Right? It's so pretty. Oof. There's something about like adding the handles to a bag that's like, yes, and now it's done. So those colors really pop. The handles are 25 inches. Yeah, this vinyl is really pretty. I don't know if Cindy is willing to sell this vinyl to other people. I know she's got some that she wanted to get rid of, so. I definitely sew with more vinyl than I do leather, and that's mostly because of the price difference. Vinyl is anywhere from $10 to $20 a yard versus leather that's like sometimes $20 a square foot, and that's like decent pricing. So I do have a lot of leather, and I try to buy thinner as possible. I think it's like 3-ounce leather, that's okay. Hi Kathy. Yep, and I'm just about to hop off. I might show you guys the dust bags that I designed that are actually on my website right now. If you guys wanted to purchase some to sell with your bags too, they're not specific to any one person. but you could like heat transfer vinyl or screen print your company name on them too if you wanted. Okay, last one. Oh, Bodio has a similar teal. Nice. One of the bags I'm making is a Harry Potter one, and I got a Bodio vinyl to go with it. It's like this really sagey green. It's cool. I'll show you guys the other ones. I'll take you with me. Okay. I don't need to turn that off. Okay, I'll unplug this. It's probably fine. Okay. We're gonna go on a little walk. Hopefully, there you go. You can see the colors a little bit better of this bag. And it really is quite large. So here are the dust bags that I designed. They say handcrafted in all different kinds of fonts. It's a really thin, lightweight nylon, but it feels like really high quality. And it's 18 by 20, so it fits the Emily bag really nicely. I think it would even fit like a traveler size Brooklyn. And you can just shove it in there. So this is how I'll actually be shipping handbags that people buy from me. And then I'm going to pack them for shows in them and then fold it up and include it in the bag. Yes, these are actually on my website now. I just posted a few to sell to you guys because I also need them too, but they're pretty cool. I love that they say handcrafted. And I've been thinking about this since like May, you guys might know. But there's still a lot of room in there too. Yeah. I just added them last night, so if you missed it, that's why. Yeah, oh, here, I'll show you guys the ones that I have cut out. And Tammy actually helped cut like 90% of these. So it's Harry Potter fabric and this like sage green with black lining. And then this floral TARDIS with this whisper tan from Joann's. And then, I'm so excited for this one. This is alien fabric. These are face huggers. With this really cool deep burgundy fabric. It's almost a purple. Yeah, so this one's gonna be super cool. I'm doing antique gold and I'm pairing the Harry Potter zipper pulls with it. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. So yeah, I'll be sewing these 3 up tonight and watching Vampire Diaries forever and ever. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for so long. I probably won't do live just because I'm feeling a little low in energy. My throat hurts from talking so much. And I kind of just want to be alone with my sewing machine. Just the 2 of us. Am I talking about Damon or my sewing machine? All right, so thank you guys so much. I'll see you later. Bye.